Hi friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla and I am glad you are here. So today begins our first day of stay at home officially. Next week was going to be our spring break in our school district, but both of the districts in my city, like 57 other thousand schools in the United States, are out for this week. And we don't know how long it's going to go. We're supposed to currently go back March 30th. We'll see if that happens. So I thought, because I know that people are feeling various things, I thought since I had the time off that I would try to post videos more regularly as more of a social thing and a place for us to visit with each other and to talk about what we're doing. So about a month ago, I placed a BluPrint order because they were having a 50% off sale on all of their physical items, and maybe classes too, but I'm a member or whatever, so I didn't really know. At that point, I didn't really know how it worked, and I'm still not 100% sure, but I did have some customer service issues, like this one box that I got. The class that went with it was showing up as $40 for me. And so I thought that when I paid to be an annual member that I got all the classes free, or I don't know. But anyway, I emailed and they got right back to me and got everything sorted out. And so my point for telling you that whole story is that I remember Craftsy having tremendously good customer service. I think on two separate occasions when I bought a kit, the fabric that came with it was not enough to make the garment. For one of them, I even had Troy come in and see if he could Tetris the pieces onto the piece of fabric that they sent me, and they couldn't. And they just flat out sent me more fabric. And one time they didn't, I ordered a bunch because I'm like a restrain myself, go crazy shopper. And let me tell you, I don't know how this confinement is working for you guys, but I am having a very hard time not buying everything in the world right now. So at least filming for a few minutes will keep my clicking hand away from whatever it is that I might be buying. So there's that. But one time on the old Craftsy, they didn't send one of my kits, and then they just sent that right out. So anyway, BluPrint appears to have good customer service as well. So the first thing, I bought this, I'm trying to figure out which one this is. I think this is the startup project box. And so this was just a fun thing for me because I like kits and stuff. I already own everything that's in here, I think, but it was 50% off. So I thought that might be a good way to get some new supplies. Let's put this box over here. So this is the startup library. This is a poster that it comes with. Look, isn't this pretty? I'm gonna hang that in my sewing room, I think. I love that old hand crank. And so it has all the stuff that's in the box, which I'm about to show you, and an introduction to the teacher, and photos of the projects. Okay, so this I think is, let's see, I'll keep it open to what's in the box so I can see. So this is just an extra. This is a freebie, which is just a nice tote bag. We use our tote bags for grocery bags. So as teachers, and Troy especially because he travels so much and he has to go to so many conferences and workshops and stuff, he has a jillion tote bags. So we usually use those for grocery bags. Then this is the pattern already all printed out for the tote bag. Everything on here, the pattern and the sewing instructions are on here. But I think with the class on BluPrint, you don't have to use just these instructions. So that's in a nice thicker plastic bag. This is interfacing. It's mid-weight fusible. I feel like there's more in here than I will need for either of these projects. This is a whole yard, and it's fusible, non-woven interfacing. So that'll be useful beyond these projects. 2 spools of thread. This one, and you'll be able to see that when I get the fabric out, is for the dress project. And this one is for the tote bag project. These are Craftsy brand. They are made in Romania. There's those. You can always use new thread. A whole box of fine pins, which I love to have. Extra fine, which smoothly passes through cloth. Useful when pinning down detailed piecework. Heat-resistant glass head pins. These are for quilting. So they're a hair longer, maybe. I don't know that they're a hair longer, but they're nice. And my pins are getting a little bit ratty. I don't pin as much. I use my clips. This, everyone can use a new one. It's a seam ripper. This is a nice one. A tomato cushion with the emery strawberry. And so I only have vintage of these. I don't have any new ones. And so there's that. I have a bunch of these. This is a water erasable fabric marking pen. You can always use those. I'm obsessed with marking items. Like I buy every single kind because they all have things that are not good about them. And my favorite, to me, the most accurate still is the tracing paper tracing wheel, but sometimes that tracing paper doesn't come out. You got to be careful with that. This, I'm assuming this one, there's a 1.5 yards of 100% cotton 1-inch twill tape. I'm assuming that's for the tote bag. I like that. Here is wax-free tracing paper. 5 sheets, white, yellow, orange, red, and blue. It's that red that you really have to watch out for. A tracing wheel. I have several tracing wheels. I don't have one with this mild of a wheel. All the ones I have are much pokier than this. So there we go. And this is nice. I already opened these and threw away the packaging. I don't know which Fiskars these are, but everyone can use a nice new pair of shears. I have a couple of 8-inch Ginger dressmaker shears and a 6-inch, and I have the Gingham duckbill applique scissors, and I have Gingham thread nips. But you can't have too many scissors. So nice. So that's just kind of backup stuff for my sewing kit. This pattern I already have. They sent me 2 patterns. This one is the small one, extra small through medium. And this one is the large through extra large. If I use one, this will be the one that I use, obviously. This one, I don't know what I'll do with. I might put it in the giveaway box. I have made this dress here so there's that. This fabric here is the fabric for the tote bag. The fabric is called Mystic Dawn, made in Pakistan. I can't tell if that's the right side or the wrong side. It looks like it could be the wrong side of the fabric showing. I'm betting. Nope, I'm wrong. That's the right side. I like it, but it's lighter. And this is, it doesn't say how much of this there is, but it feels like it could be a yard. And then this is the dressmaker fabric. They always put in these nice little project bags. This is Essex linen, Robert Kaufman. Let's see, I always forget if the Essex is the rayon linen or if it's the cotton linen. I could run upstairs and check real quick because I have bolts of both of them, but I don't remember. So this is Robert Kaufman linen, and it's either the rayon cotton or the cotton linen. Rayon linen, cotton linen. This is 3 yards, and it's this nice plummy eggplant, not quite as dark as eggplant. Ooh, that's nice. I like this better than eggplant. So there's that. So that is the BluPrint Startup Sewing Box. I can't remember how much it is regularly. I will say that I think it would be a nice gift if you have a daughter or a granddaughter or, well, a grandson. I mean, there's a dress pattern in there. Not that your grandson can't wear dresses. He can totally wear dresses if he wants to. But this would make a lovely gift. I mean, truly the gift of experiences. This box and maybe even the membership to Craftsy. And if they had that membership to Craftsy, then they wouldn't even have to stick with sewing. They would be exposed to all these different ways to be creative. So, and I keep saying Craftsy, it's BluPrint now. So that comes in a lovely box. So if you were actually going to see the person, you could have this delivered to your house and wrap it up. And what a beautiful gift that would be. Okay, there's that. Then I also got, what is this called? This is just, a sewing kit. And here is the dress pattern. This is very nice. It's a learn to sew, so it's super quick and easy. I like all of those. I know that these huge sleeves, like this one here, well, like the one on the model, are a little bit ridiculous for people who are doing anything besides holding a champagne glass. But the other 3 are totally doable. You know, I mean, this would work for a wedding event or a party only. And definitely if not for the hostess, because you can't be running all into your kitchen trying to wash something up with those sleeves on. That would just be not possible, really. But it's pretty. I still like it. So that's the dress. And it's a Learn to Sew for Fun level 2. I like these Learn to Sew patterns because I like easy patterns. I have not gotten to the place in my sewing journey where I'm looking for challenges. I know that a lot of people really like to do the next thing and learn the next thing. I know how to put in every kind of zipper, lapped, invisible, centered, fly. I know how to do buttonholes. Waistbands still give me trouble. But, so I think I'm probably intermediate, except for the whole waistband thing. But I've done good waistbands, but they're not always perfect. But I like those because I like a quick, satisfying make. I just do. And so we get the invisible zipper and another spool of Craftsy thread. This is a Coats & Clark zipper. That's the kind we all use. This is interfacing, a 1/2 yard, mid-weight fusible, non-woven. And you know that you're not going to use 1/2 yard of interfacing on one dress. And this pretty fabric, now I really love this fabric. It is a little too pure of a hue for me, for my coloring. Like, I don't wear these pure hues. I like grayed out colors mostly, but there are some grayed out, like these shades of green, and then these shades of blue. So, and I also don't do white, or I'm not supposed to. And so maybe I'll do a color analysis video. About a year ago, when Whitney first started talking about her colors, I was like, you know, I've known about that stuff for a million years because that was huge 25 years ago. I was not in the place to be doing that. I was getting ready to, let's see, I got married when I was 24, had my first kid when I was, I can't remember, I was 27 or 29, but you know, back then when you're in the thick of raising kids, at least Troy and I did not have $200 or $300 laying around for me to have my colors done. Besides, my wardrobe consisted of jeans and a t-shirt, and that was it. Because I was a stay-at-home mom until Skylar, our middle son, who is about to turn 26 in March, just turned 26 in December, until he was in kindergarten full day. So I just didn't need it. I wouldn't have done it back then. But when Whitney started talking about it, I started looking into it, and I was going to do Christy Russell's one, but I looked around and I found one that was a lot less expensive. It's a lot less detailed. In fact, I might do Christy Russell's one because she goes into a lot more detail. But I like what I got. Maybe I'll do a video and show you what I got and where I got it. And but anyway, even before I had my colors done, I would not really have bought this. But I love the colors. These are among my favorite colors. And if I decide not to make that dress, this would still make a beautiful skirt. And I could pull out one of these softer colors for a shirt to wear, or just wear it with a denim shirt or chambray shirt. It would look super cute with that. So that's the fabric on that. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. I could also make a pair of summer pants out of that and then do the same thing with the top, or I could just wear it. It's not like, I don't think that when you have your colors done, it's not that for the most part, it isn't that you look hideous in all other colors and patterns. It's just that they don't bring out all of the best in you. And so I think that's the thing. I don't think it's like this like super strict boundary that you can never ever pass. I think it's just a something to keep in mind for what brings out all the best in your skin tone and your eye color. At least that's the way I look at it. Let me know what you think. And so the last thing I got, when we went to Mexico, no, before that I had to go to Arkansas, and one of my dear friends, Mel, came with me. I had to go to court because I was the executor of my father's estate, and I was sick at the time. I had what probably was either pneumonia or working on pneumonia, and just because of all the stress of all of that. And my friend Mel went with me. Well, if you're an old married woman and you only travel with your husband, it's been a long time since I roomed with another woman. I used to a lot on school, like conference trips and stuff. But Mel had one of those fold out cosmetic cases that you hang on your bathroom door, which I used to have too. And I don't know what happened to that. A zipper must have broken and I must have gotten rid of it. So I almost bought one for Mexico, but I decided to make do with what I had. I mean, it's not like I was gonna do a big makeup. For me, Mexico is about the beach and the ocean. It's not about going to discos and dressing up. I'm not interested in that. I'd rather eat street food standing on the corner and lay on the beach all day than put on a bunch of makeup and get all fancy. So I just decided, no, you have 10,000 makeup bags, use one you already own. But when BluPrint was having that 50% off sale, this kit and class were part of the sale. And it's a hanging cosmetics bag pattern. Oh, you're over here. And all of the supplies to make it. So I'm excited about that. I totally want to do that. So here's the 2 fabrics. There's 3 fabrics. Let's get them out and look at them. So we have this cute paisley and aqua, lily and loom, just for the joy of it. Never heard of them. Maybe they're a quilting thing, maybe they're a BluPrint thing. Then this cute kind of paisley / floral mix in aqua. And then this hot pink or fuchsia circly swirly thing. These bright pinks I would never choose on my own. However, I think they'll make a cute bag. And it's not like it's a purse that I'm going to be carrying around. It's going to be in my suitcase or hanging on the back of a hotel room door. So got all of this soft and stable. This is from By Annie's. From what I understand from the bag makers that I watch on YouTube, this is like the cream of the crop for bag making. It's really expensive. We have bought some. Troy bought some for something. I don't know what. He made a messenger bag or something. But, so there's that. It comes with, where's the... Okay, so this bag doesn't have a... I was looking to see if it was an envelope bag, but nope, this is already sealed. So it comes with your webbing, your nylon webbing. There's something called Shape Flex fusible interfacing, and that is woven. All of these zippers, so that's 4 zippers there. And these are all by Annie, which, like I said, I think is a good brand. This is also by Annie. Vinyl clear premium weight, so you can see your stuff. And then here is the mesh. It's a pretty small piece of that, but the pockets aren't that big, I don't think. And then this is 3D rings, 3 swivel hooks, and 1 wide mouth slider. So again, this was 50% off, and it also came with this color of thread, which would not have been what I would have chosen. I would have gone with the pink, probably. In fact, I don't know that I will use this because this is like a smoky sage green. This has a ton of gray in it. And these are pure, clear aqua greens on this fabric. I mean, I love this green. I'll totally use it. I just don't think I'll use it on this project. And that's cool with me. I mean, your stuff, you do what you want with it. So I'm sure it would look fine. Maybe the day I start making this, I'll feel less picky, and that's exactly what I'll use. Who knows? Okay, that was my BluPrint order. Everything looks to be top quality. I know that dress fabric is Robert Kaufman. I know that the bag stuff has by Annie's, which I know is, a very high quality source. This cotton sateen is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's another reason why I might make a skirt or pants out of this instead of that dress. Guys, this is almost too dressy for me to wear to work. This is very, very nice fabric. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that even if you are not quarantined, because we aren't, but we are trying very hard to take part in social distancing. Not for us. The 3 of us who live in this house are not huge at-risk people. We have a 16-year-old son. He's strong as an ox. He's not at risk. Troy and I are both healthy. We really aren't at risk. However, I don't want to be the person who gets the virus and, yeah, I have the flu and maybe I'm sick and even in bed, but that before I even knew I had it, that I spread it to someone else by going out to the restaurants or going to Hobby Lobby or whatever. And so I'm going to do my very, very best to stay home. I'm not judging you if you have to get out. I know that some people just can't stay in, but we're going to do our very, very best to stay in for as long as possible so that we are not part of the problem. The way I look at it, we don't really know how big the problem is going to be right now. Nobody does. And I've heard a lot of people say, I would rather have stayed home for nothing than have gone out and contributed to the problem. I guess that's just the way that I look at it right now. It's really no skin off my nose to stay home and sew or work on my junk journals. And I will try to get a video up most days if I can, and we can talk in the comments section below and tell each other how we're doing, what we're working on, what we're making, and keep up with your Great Modules Sew Along. I'm behind on mine. I'm supposed to have a video up tomorrow, and I have not, my fabric is in the washer right now. I've had some little snafus with that. So snafus happen, I mean, we move on. So I will hopefully see you tomorrow with my topper video. You take care and have a fantastic day.